Alright, hello everybody. I'm going to show you now an example of how I think, or at least why I think Malbs may not be fairly well suited to these big bomb site positions, even though he said himself that he's been playing well in them. This is a round where you have Monacy and Malbs alone on the A bomb, so you've got 3 on B right now, and G2 don't really make a significant rotation until the attack comes in. So it is effectively a 2v5 with 2 players coming from the apartments and 3 players coming from it. And I think the way that Malbs plays it, he just overextends a little bit and overpeaks a little bit, which puts Monacy in a pretty tough position. You can see he actually decides to play kind of this sort of... This is a decent angle, right underneath the balcony. You can catch Abs players coming out as they're assaulting the bomb site. But as the split comes in, you know, Malbs and Monacy now know that they're coming through. Malbs decides to take this fight, which is fine. He actually pretty intelligently realizes that the Abs players are going to be slightly ahead of the players coming from the short side. But then after getting this first kill, the decision he takes next, I think, is not ideal. Now, if you take a look at the minimap, you can see where they're positioned right now. They are right on top of the A-bomb site. They are about to make their entryway in. So the reasonable decision, and the decision I think JKS, who was the previous anchor, or at least the previous good anchor, sorry Naxa, he would have fallen back into, for example, mini pit, and maybe try to play some sort of crossfire like this to try and halt down the assault, and at least get 2 additional frags so that G2 can go for the retake. But Malbs instead makes this decision to actually... Sorry, you didn't really see it too well. I apologize for that. He takes this decision to sort of keep back into the short side and give Techno this 1v1 fight. And now you can see the situation that Monacy is in. He's now in a 4 versus 1 with Hunter just making his rotation, but he would normally be behind a smoke, unable to assist him in any considerable capacity. So, normally there would be a 1-for-1 trade, and you would have a 3v3 on the A-bomb side, and that's just simply not good enough on Inferno. That is an advantageous position. Monacy, though, miraculously gets actually 1 kill, and then he kills a player in the Molotov here. So he effectively, they actually take down 3 players, set G2 up for this retake. But still, I mean, that could have been so much worse. Like, if Monacy just gets insta-headshot, or if he just gets overwhelmed on the bomb side without getting that second Moni go, that just becomes an extremely difficult situation for the G2 side. And I think it almost becomes impossible to retake at that position. So, again, I'm just not a fan of how Malbs played that. And I feel like he's going to make more of these mistakes, even against better teams. Like this decision here, it's not the one you want to take. He's a little bit too advanced. You know, you want to go back. You want to play the crossfire. You want to play with your teammates. You want to play as a team. He's not playing as a team here, at least in this position.